nomads who lived so far from everything else, they had a genuine respect for the methods by which tea had to be brought into these isolated lands. So they had a great respect for the travelers, the traders, and the mules. They still speak about the mules with a kind of awe that these bodies and these life forces brought this commodity into the mountains for an exchange. But people love it, so we take groups, intimate-sized groups, into small tea towns. It begins in the tea areas. We introduce them to tea culture that is 1,000 years old. We stand next to 8th-century-old tea trees. We breathe in the mists that help these tea trees evolve. But these towns have changed little. These are the original tea cultivars of the world. And we start there, just as the caravans began, and we sort of move slowly up through Yunnan, through these different minority areas, these tea checkpoints, these little trek portions. So every day is a little different. Some days are wandering through an old, series of routes through the mountain where the caravans passed. Some days we sit for 4 hours and just drink tea until we're giddy. But we slowly go along the route and we gain in altitude. And finally, after almost 2 weeks, we end up in Shangri-La, my home, for this portion of my life. And we get a sense that the tea is traveling through different cultures. We also get a sense that tea is a commodity like no other for these people. And we also see different modes of serving tea. And where we take people is off the grid. And this is the fun part.